Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the road trip themed trivia game that you can play in your car or on your phone or on your TV. You can play it by yourself or with friends or with family. The gist of the game is I will read the questions and you shout out the answers. You can keep score or you don't have to. Today we have day number 359 of the 365-day trivia road trip. Let's get started with question number 1. Question 1. One of these devices is depicted on the album cover of Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon. What are these optical devices whose triangular dispersive type can be used to split a beam of white light into a rainbow? The answer is a prism. Question number 2. This man's cry of alarm went through every Middlesex village and farm, prompted by a signal from the Old North Church. Who was this person that asked a friend to signal 1 if by land and 2 if by sea to indicate the arrival of the British? The answer is Paul Revere. Question number 3. The owl Glenfeather helps Eustace and Jill in the silver chair. The 4th published entry in what popular fantasy series by C.S. Lewis, which begins with The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? That series is called The Chronicles of Narnia. Question number 4. Hungary was formed from a merger of 2 cities separated by this river. This river is the longest river in non-Russian Europe. Budapest and Vienna lie on what Central European river that drains into the Black Sea? The answer is the Danube. Question number 5. In addition to Mount Rushmore, the Black Hills also contain an under-construction monument to which Oglala Lakota leader who defeated George Custer at the Battle of Little Bighorn? We're looking for the Oglala Lakota leader who beat George Custer at Little Bighorn. This under construction monument is of Crazy Horse. Question number 6. 70 pages of this novel were adapted into the Broadway musical Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812. What is the title of this lengthy historical novel by Leo Tolstoy about the French invasion of Russia and its aftermath? The answer is War and Peace. Question number 7. This king married Jane Seymour just 11 days after his previous wife's death. Who was this king who was excommunicated after he declared himself head of the Church of England over a disagreement about having his marriage annulled? The answer is Henry VIII. Question number 8. The Alvars were a group of Tamil saints famed for their devotion to this deity. What is the name of this Hindu preserver deity who is often depicted holding a conch and a mace in 2 of his 4 hands? The answer is Vishnu. Question number 9. King James I was targeted during this plot, in which a group of Catholics led by Robert Catesby attempted to blow up a section of Parliament. A night in November is often celebrated in the UK with bonfires and marks the anniversary of what plot's failure? The answer is the Gunpowder Plot. Question number 10. The short story Runaround introduced a statement that these things may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. That was the first of 3 laws that governed what things in stories by Isaac Asimov? The answer is robots. Question number 11. This character avenges Mercutio's death by killing Tybalt, for which he is exiled from Verona. In the balcony scene, this person's lover asks, "Wherefore art thou?" about him. Who is this Montague boy who poisons himself out of grief at the apparent death of his lover? The answer is Romeo. Question number 12. These small solar system bodies begin to release gases when they approach the sun, creating their tails. What is the name given to these heavenly objects, which include examples like Shoemaker-Levy 9? Those are comets. Question number 13. 50-50, Ask the Audience, and Phone a Friend are 3 lifelines offered to this show's contestants. What is the name of this trivia game show on which contestants can win up to a 7-figure payday? The answer is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question number 14. This national park's visitor center is found at the appropriately named Furnace Creek, which once recorded a temperature of 134 degrees Fahrenheit. What is this national park in the Mojave Desert that contains Badwater Basin, the lowest elevation in North America? The answer is Death Valley National Park. Question number 15. This center of an ancient empire is now the capital of a modern-day country. During the Catiline Conspiracy, Catiline attempted to overthrow Cicero and Gaius Antonius Hybrida as consuls of what city? The answer is Rome. Question number 16. This deity gives Odysseus the magical herb moly to protect him from Circe's curse. Who is this god whose symbols include the caduceus and his winged sandals, which he used to serve as the messenger of the god? What's the name of the messenger of the gods? The answer is Hermes, or Mercury. Question number 17. The University of Miami sports teams, as well as an NHL hockey team in Carolina, are named for what type of meteorological events that become classified as such only once they hit a sustained wind speed of 74 miles per hour. So whether you're a weather nerd or a sports fan, you should know that at 74 miles per hour, they become hurricanes. Question number 18. The Boot Monument commemorates this man's service at the Battle of Saratoga. What is the name of this man who is better known for committing treason by attempting to betray West Point to the British? His name is now synonymous with treason. That man is, of course, Benedict Arnold. Question number 19. The child actress Emma Watson, who rose to fame for appearing in the 8 original Harry Potter films, was 26 years old when she played the French protagonist in a 2017 live-action version of what classic Disney film? The answer is Beauty and the Beast. And question 20. This event was set into motion by a coded message to climb Mount Nitaka, and its success was celebrated with the exclamation, Tora, Tora, Tora. Mitsuo Fuchida oversaw what event that took place on December 7th, 1941? That was the Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of ROADTRIpVIA. Make sure you check back later this week. We'll be doing day number 360 of the 365-day trivia road trip. I believe we jumped ahead because we had a New Year's Eve one last year, so we've already done episode 365, so I know we have about 4 more episodes of this 365-day trivia road trip before we get back to doing specific category trivia and the normal trivia categories that we've been doing. So subscribe to the channel if you like trivia, and get ready because here comes question 21, the tiebreaker for today. The most popular remake of Miracle on 34th Street came out in 1994 and starred Richard Attenborough and Mara Wilson. What year did the original Miracle on 34th Street come out that starred John Payne and Maureen O'Hara? (1994) was one of the most popular versions. The original came out in 1947, so whichever player got closest to 1947 is going to win the point, and if it was a tie, they just won the whole darn game. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great almost Christmas week, and I'll see you back later this week for another quiz. See you then. Also, if you heard some baby noises at the start of this trivia quiz, that's because my little assistant fell asleep on my shoulder right by the microphone, and occasionally she mumbles in her sleep. So that's what that was.
Offered to this show's contestants. What is the name of this trivia game show on which contestants can win up to a 7-figure payday? The answer is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?